Greetings, my people. Greetings, my people. I greet you how I always greet you in the words of BB48. Um, Today is October 8th, Saturday, October 8th, 2022. It's 11:22 a.m. And I titled this White Lives Matter. And before I get into this, I want to ask anybody that's listening to this to listen with your spirit and not your emotions. Because that's like one of the biggest problems. Let me make sure I get this right. That's like one of the biggest problems that I feel like why we can't truly discern anything because we're so emotional, depending on who's saying it, right? So, white lives matter. Okay. Kanye West comes out with this controversial statement. And number one, I feel like this is not to exonerate Kanye for any of his whitewash behavior. But I think if it's like the saying, if you know, you know. Um, and I listened to his response, and majority of people have let the media brainwash you. So no matter what Kanye says, there's this group of people, DL Hughley, and if anybody's been listening to my content, you know what I feel about DL Hughley, Lil Boosie, and we have to understand these personalities. Lil Boosie, I think even Diddy was getting in on it. And I feel like it's somebody else I'm missing. But they're always the ones that's like leading the Kanye lynch mob. So I listened to his rebuttal and he said he got a message from his pops and saying, you're stating the obvious. So when you see white lives matter, tell me how it doesn't in the comments. Do not bring up black on black violence because if you do, I would love for you to read none of Amos Wilson's book on black violence. Please do not bring up black on black violence because you are playing into the hand. Please do not bring up black on black violence. I'm gonna say that again. Like I said, listen with your spirit and not your emotions. If I would, do white lives matter more than black lives? Not to us. Surely, I hope we're not asking these questions to us. But in this United States of America, ask yourself that question. I don't care anything about the foundational Black Americans, people who these Black people that think they have a vested interest and they are good Americans. That's a whole different topic for another day. So when we're looking at people, when we're looking at white people, and they're afforded the luxury to wrestle with the cop, grab his gun, shoot at him if they will, curse the police out, go into a church, kill black people in a church, right? Come out of it unscathed. As we're saying on social media, unalived. He's not being unalived. That's so goofy. Because they even control how you speak. You have to say, and you guys stop saying palm colored people. They say black people all day. They don't say uh, brown colored people. They say it. But I'm not gonna get away from the subject. And we watch this time and time and time again. Right? We watch this time and time again. And somehow we don't get that white lives matter more than black lives. Black lives matter was spawned as just a statement. But who are we making these statements to, more importantly? So my question when we get charged up and upset with Kanye, right? How come we don't get upset with Kevin Gates? Kevin Gates says, I don't support Black Lives Matter. Because who Black Lives Matter to? Such an elementary, basic question. Such an unstudied question. When you're purporting to be this conscious being, not the everyday person. I'm talking to the conscious Negro. That's supposed to be this everyday, know it, I know what happened, I know where my mama people come from, all of this. But we'll turn around and denounce the statement of Black Lives Matter, right? But yet we're so enraged about this t-shirt. Lil Boosie sat on the flag. I want y'all to listen careful to what I'm saying. He sat on the flag and said that it was consensual. The sex between R. Kelly and those underage girls. Right? So let me show you how you're listening to schizophrenic mentalities. But this t-shirt, oh, you're so overcome. Kanye, oh, now you have the recall memory of what is being done to our people. He has the recall memory of what's being done to our people. When he watched the Jeffrey Dahmer movie, he calls for the boycott. Now you hear these Negroes say, we need to boycott this movie because of what was done to our people. Well, what did the music that you were influenced to make? What did the music do to our people? What did the constant labeling and calling black women bitches, hoes, they ain't shit, from Snoop Dogg's, all of these people that have something. It's not a Kanye defense, but this is to get you to look outside of your emotions when it comes to Kanye. We want to call him Kanye West. He's a black billionaire. Do you think he's going to speak like me? Half of the time, when people like Polite, when they get money, they change up their messages, right? So we can sit and say it's consensual for an adult man, right, to have sex with an underage girl. And then we start finding all these scapegoat logics. Well, the parents did this. Well, where were the parents? Where was his discipline? Where was R. Kelly's penis sexual discipline? Because as I always have stated on these, I don't care if it was consensual. I don't care if the both parents say, hey, you can have your way with my daughter. You as a man say no. This is an underage girl. This is an underage Aaliyah. Because we play the semantics of we can't prove and, Jocelyn Savage is lying and all of this. So we play this to not really pinpoint because we like his music, right? So because R. Kelly makes you feel so good and he makes you feel all these kind of ways in his music, we say, free him. Well, the white man ain't locked his up, free him. Right? Because white validation matters. What the white man doing with his and not doing with his matters more. That's what we say. The Pope ain't did, they doing what they doing to the children up there in the Catholic. Free R. Kelly to continue to get back out and do this to more black girls because the white man hasn't done anything to him. So right there, we're ruling from a white mentality because white validation matters. But we're so mad about this t-shirt. We're so mad about a political statement that they prove to us every day. When they kill a Tamir Rice. Charleston White has said way more damaging things. Kanye has never said he's going to make it his business to lock up X amount of black men. But we don't like Kanye. D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley, I don't even listen to his statements anymore. But D.L. Hughley just a couple of weeks ago, or two ago, said, I've done my time with black women. If my wife dies, he's gonna get outside of his race. But if Kanye says, oh, I love to date outside my race, black women aren't this, oh, kill him, Kanye West, kill him, Kanye, Coon. But somehow, because the schizophrenic understanding in you says, well, D.L. Hughley did say some truth. Well, Charleston White is saying some truth. He stands up and say he hopes all GDs die, or whatever this Negro said, die in the fashion of King Von. He talks about King Von's sister. These are young children compared to him. But we co-sign this. But we're mad at Kanye because they have controlled your perception of him, right? They've controlled your perspective of Kanye. So we're always reacting to whatever Kanye says. He says, when everybody got upset about the slavery was a choice. You heard there were crip calls. People wanted to jump on him. People wanted to fight him. But then you have people like Busy Bone that even denies the slave trade. Huh? You have celebrities that totally denounce their African selves. But we choose to not understand this guy. Or not even attempt. When he was on TMZ, and you go back and listen to that interview, but they made the Negro Van Lathan, I think that's his name. He was the hero because he stood up and he put Kanye in his place, and he told Kanye. Go back and listen to what Kanye said about being medicated, about how many medicines they have him on. Or better yet, go back and listen to when he's telling people about how the radio industry is ran. And they cut to Snoop Dogg, also who was in the building. And again, he says, I don't know what he on, but he crazy. I ain't never smoked nothing like that, paraphrasing a bit. I ain't never, because they always gonna put in your mind that he's crazy. But Bruce Jenner runs around like a woman. Nobody questions his sanity. Dwayne Wade has allowed his son to become an imitation girl. Nobody questions his sanity. He's propped up as Father of the Year because of this schizophrenic understanding in you. And again, this is no defense of Kanye's behavior, but this is an understanding of how we are interpreting the same behaviors, just from a different standpoint. We got to do better. The ones that understand. I sit here and I give resources. Nobody comments. Nobody comments. Maybe because people don't know about these videos. I don't do the best job of sharing my videos. I leave my hair like this purposely. Right? Some videos you'll see me fix it. But this proves that the aesthetic, that if somebody clicks on and you see my hair like this, you're not even interested in what I'm saying, right? Because I don't have a fancy intro or a background. We don't even want to listen to the message, right? But if I was to be the same guy that's saying the same stuff, and my aesthetic is more appealing, then I'm viral. All right? because our axiology or what we value has been distorted. So if it's not coming from a pretty package, and honestly, we're all guilty of it. That if somebody's a little bit more handsome, a female's a little bit more fine, you're gonna listen to what she says. I just want us to learn we got to take the emotion out. But that's the only thing that we have in America as black folks. We can't even sit down and say, are we black or are we African? Without getting into this emotional rant, fight, debate. I ain't black. Because we're so absolute about nothing. You know? These are jewels that'll be found at a later date. Somebody will say, damn, that dude was dropping some stuff. But he was unheard. Partly my fault. But we're just continuously reacting. They pull your string anytime. What these neutered black males are saying on these podcasts about black women is worse than a White Lives Matter t-shirt. Right? In my opinion. Because they are making sure they never build up the black family again, the black woman and the black man. They're making sure that never gets fixed, worked out. But we love it because it hits on the pain that's within you. Right? Kevin Samuels spoke to the rejected man. It's funny that we always make this comparison and say nobody said anything. We were speaking on black men that way. But the moment he started this field, black women, because black men don't take accountability. It's all because black men are offsprings. They are low budget white men in their behavior. So the white man will never take responsibility. He's always going to be the ultimate narcissist that constantly deflects. And that's what majority of black males mimic. So that's why we'll never, in the Ime Udoka situation, take that for instance. What if that was a black woman, a black basketball coach, female basketball coach that got caught up in that? How would the media, how would black men on their podcast drag her through the mud? Versus how everybody wanted to be sympathetic toward Ime Udoka, who brought it on himself. Right? Because we're always in this stage of coddling black males. Right? So I just wanted to drop a couple of jewels. I'm going to cut it off because I can go on. But if you like this, feel free to share this video. Listen to it in entirety. And I leave you how I greeted you. BB448, African Liberation for African People. Peace.